you guys are well. As you may already know it, I've crossed the whole Patagonia for 5 months during the fall winter season, hitchhiking, and as a result of this, I've had tons of requests from you guys asking me what was in my backpack, what clothes I wore, and so today I've decided to make this video to show you guys exactly what I have in my backpack and how I used it. So I'm gonna keep this video into 2 parts. The first one will be about all the clothes and the second part about the accessories. So yeah, let's get on to it. So to make my backpack, I have a rule. It's the rule of 2. So I have 2 items for each kind of clothes. I have 2 leggings, 2 pairs of jeans, 2 thermal leggings. I think this is what works the best for me and what fits the best in my backpack, because I travel with a 4-season backpack, so I have clothes for summer like I'm wearing right now, because right now it's like 37 degrees here in Santiago. It might seem a lot for some people, and I know like my backpack is not light, it's pretty heavy, and I wore the same clothes like for many months already, so I don't think this is a lot to me. The 2 leggings you always see on the pictures, or this one and this one. They're just regular leggings. I bought them in Forever 21. I've used them for every hike. This is way enough for me. Like, even when you're hiking somewhere cold, your body generates so much heat while you're walking that you don't need actually to have like a thermal legging. But then you always need to have one in your backpack, because when you stop or when you get to the top of a mountain, for example, you will get cold. And when you stop, then your body stops generating heat, so you will need to have that extra layer. So my advice when you start hiking is don't wear like a lot of clothes. Start hiking being cold. So when I start hiking, I have 1 thermal layer and my jacket, my feather jacket. And when I stop to eat something, then I'll put on more layers. Then I have 2 pairs of jeans. Also, they don't have anything special, they're just jeans. So this one is like a jegging, so it's not like as heavy as a jean. So it's pretty good to have those kind of items if you're stopping somewhere. I mean, you're not gonna be trekking the whole time. You're gonna go to cities and you are gonna wanna fit in a little bit. I mean, if you're wearing the same stuff every time you're hiking and you need to wear them also when you're in a city, you're going to get crazy. At least in my opinion, I would get crazy. Then I have this thing. I bought this in Uniqlo. It's in wool, so it will keep you pretty warm, but it doesn't have anything special. Like, it's not a thermal t-shirt. So I have this one, which I found really great because this is so long. I can actually wear it as a dress. I only have to put on some pair of tights and like a short underneath, and I'm like ready to go out. And I can also put this inside my jeans. I've been like wearing it a lot. All the clothes I have here, I wear them all the time. There's not a single thing I don't use. So now let's get on to the more technical stuff. This little piece of fabric is actually my jacket. It's foldable, it's ultra light, and it's actually called ultra light down. Advice: when you stop somewhere, take it out of its pocket, because if it stays too long, it's like a sleeping bag. The feather will just get so compact that it will not protect you from the cold as good as it should be. So the reason why it's keeping you so warm and protects you so well from the cold is because it traps your body temperature inside. Then I have this Blocktech parka, which is also from Uniqlo. So it's supposed to be waterproof, windproof. I've actually used it in Torres del Paine with winds that were like 120 kilometers per hour. So I can tell you guys that it protected me pretty well. But then when me and my friend got to the shelter and it started raining, if you haven't seen the video yet about this time we went to a secret shelter in the mountain of Torres del Paine, and we got lost and soaked and left without any food, and like had to cross an entire forest almost on my knees. Then sit here. And so this is what I was wearing when I was there. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a great jacket. It's pretty great against the wind and also light rain. I would not advise it with very strong rain. I had another poncho, but I think I had it for too long because it didn't protect me from the rain anymore, so I had to change it. What I was doing most of the time when I was in Patagonia, I would wear it above my jacket. I mean, if it rains, you don't want your feather jacket to get wet because what happens then? Like if you're like me and you're hitchhiking and you don't know when you're going to be able to dry your jacket, you don't want your jacket to be wet in Patagonia. You want to keep it dry at all costs. The majority of the more technical stuff is from them. They're a very good brand and affordable. The thing about all the travelers, so they make like lots of compact and ultralight things. This jacket costs about 80 euros, so I think it is not that expensive comparing to other brands that will sell probably a product that has similar properties for 100 more euros, and every houses where I stayed were freezing because they were using this little, like they call it estufa. It's like a little fireplace, but it's so tiny comparing to the size of the houses, and the fire dies during the night. One day I woke up and the windows from the inside were frozen, and you could see like the air coming out of my mouth, and that day was like just a nightmare to get out of my sleeping bag. So I was keeping this all the time on me. This was like my second skin, I swear. So I bought this little raincoat. I bought it in a store in Chile called Jumbo. And I bought it like 10,000 pesos. This is like a no-brainer. You need to have a waterproof trousers and a waterproof coat. You need to, like, you cannot go to Patagonia without it. And this so far has been great. There was one day I was with my friend Federico and it was raining and we got soaked. Like, this protected us so well. We were like out there on the road and people didn't stop, and it didn't stop until eventually somebody did, luckily. Also, forget about being sexy. I like to take care of myself. I'm pretty feminine, but I'd rather look ridiculous and being protected from the rain than just be like old-fashioned and completely soaked. So another advice I want to give you guys, if you leave with like an incomplete equipment, don't worry, you will find everything you need on the way. I mean, I left without a sleeping bag. I didn't have a waterproof trousers. Anyway, this trousers, I bought it in Zona Franca in Punta Arenas, and this has been gold. I swear it's protected me so well from the rain. Like I said earlier, you will not look sexy with it. So before I get on to the more technical stuff, make sure you have like 2 simple t-shirts. Doesn't take that much space and it's always useful. Onto the thermal leggings. So I only have one left because the other one got completely wrecked. I sat on a tree and it just destroyed it. So I have one left and it's from Uniqlo. Uniqlo has a great collection called Heat Take, and you can like have extra warm or ultra warm. When I went to the shop in Paris, they had only extra warm left. I wanted to buy the ultra warm, but they didn't have it. So I bought the extra warm, which worked pretty great. It's just a simple legging. It's so thin that you're gonna be able to put it underneath your jeans. One is from Uniqlo and the other one is from Decathlon. All the links are down below. Anyway, like I said, I would wear my legging, and when I would get to the top of a mountain or stop hiking, then I would put this above my legging, my regular legging. Then at night, if it would get very cold, then I would get changed and put both thermal leggings on. And like this, I could stay like a long time outside. I was not cold with that. Anyway, these are the only 2 thermal leggings I had. Then I had those 2 long sleeve t-shirts from Uniqlo also, and from the Heat Take collection, extra warm. These are cute, they're good layers that will protect you from the cold. There's some days I would only wear this one and my feather jacket, and that was it. And then I have 2 long sleeve t-shirts in Merinos wool. For the ones who don't know, the Merinos is great because it regulates your body temperature. So it will protect you from the cold, but also the heat. I have those 2. Bought them about 3 years ago and I still have them. They're very good quality. I really love them and they really make the difference. I swear, like when I was cold at night, I would put both of them. Same as with the leggings. So every time I went hiking, I was wearing this one, my feather jacket, and then have those two in my backpack in case I would get very cold. Alright, so now that we've talked about all the clothes I wore, I'm gonna show you all the accessories. Let's start with my underwear. I'm not gonna show them to you. You know what an underwear looks like, you know what a bra looks like, so I'm just gonna tell you how many I have. I have 2 bras and 4 panties, and I have 1 swimsuit because you are going to find hot springs probably on the way. There are a lot of hot springs in the south. Then I have this little hiking scarf. You know, the one that you can like wear like 100 ways. It protects you out from the dust and the wind. I have another scarf, neck scarf. I don't know how you call this, but this is like for when it gets very cold. I don't have enough space in my backpack to have like a big scarf. Then I have 4 pair of socks. They're like very breathable socks from Decathlon. I have 2 that are very low and 2 long. Then I have 1 merino pair for hiking, which you don't have to wash all the time. I mean, you can be hiking with the same pair of socks for 4 days and it will not smell anything, which is great. Then I have this big pair of socks. I used to have another one, but I don't know, like this, like the socks curse. I think a lot of people have it. I use this a lot when I'm camping at night. Once I put my 2 thermal leggings, then I put this pair of socks and it's all good. I have a running bra also in Decathlon and it cost me like €5. I have this pair of gloves. I bought it in the mountain house in Patagonia. So it's pretty great because it protects you well from the wind and the rain. So it says windproof and weatherproof, which happens to be very true, but at some point it will not protect you from the rain anymore. So don't expect it to be like 100% waterproof. It will not. Those 2 hats I use sold me a lot on pictures and in my videos. And I have this one a little bit more fashion, a little bit more feminine, and I really love it too. And to end this video, guys, don't forget your towels. One is for my hair or when I just want to use something small to wash my face. And this microfiber towel that you can find like pretty much anywhere in any camping store too. Bought this one in Punta Arenas in Chile.
So these are the shoes that I've used and I still use. Now they're not in a good state, but they're pretty great. They're the Lady Light from Lova. I advise you not to buy anything online because you need to try them on. And it will put you in situations of ascending and descending to see how you feel in the shoes. And I think this is so important to have waterproof shoes when you're in Patagonia because you're gonna have so much mud and water to cross that you will want to keep your feet dry. They've been great. It's a really great brand. Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope this was useful. Next video will be about all the travel gear I've used during my crossing of Patagonia. So the travel gear I'm gonna show you is to be completely self-sufficient and spend time in the nature. Please let me know in the comment what you thought about the video, if you liked it, and if you have other topics you would like me to talk about, then please tell me so in the comments as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers!